Hi everybody, welcome back. Today I'm bringing you two cases out of Indiana, and I'm doing so on purpose because I've noticed that some conspiracy theorists are actually drawing comparisons between the two cases, something I don't necessarily agree with. But let's get started. Najah Farrell was 30 years old when she disappeared on the 15th of March 2019. She was an African American female, 5 foot 4 inches, and a mother to two boys. Najah had been a stay-at-home mom, but shortly before her disappearance, she had taken a job at Panera Bread, which offered a bit of extra money and a schedule which worked around her children's schooling, etc. Her new job required her to be there at 5 a.m. The day she went missing would have been her third day of orientation, but she never made it there. At around 3:15 a.m. on the 15th, Naya's car is seen leaving her apartment complex. She, or at least her vehicle, was caught on camera near County Road 100 South and Dan Jones Road in Avon, Indiana. But she never showed up to Panera Bread at West 86th Street near the I-465 and Zionsville Road on Indianapolis's northwest side. However, it was only when Najah did not show up to pick her sons up from school that her mother, Paula, was actually notified. This was an immediate red flag for Paula, and after she tried to call Najah and got no answer, she called the police. The Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department began investigating, but when they found that Najah was a Hendricks County resident, they transferred the case to the Avon PD. And because Avon was so much smaller and because it was Friday afternoon, a detective was not assigned until Monday morning. The search for Najah was, however, extensive and included aerial and ground searches. Approximately 2 weeks later, her 2018 Nissan Altima was discovered in a parking lot of a shopping center near her home. Shortly after that, construction workers found some random papers and personal items near the I-465 and Lafayette Road in Indianapolis. Najah's sister, Jaleesa, disclosed that it was an ID and bank cards belonging to her sister. Then in April 2019, police got a call from the Crown Point Police Department in Indiana about 2 hours away. Two fishermen at a pond just off I-65 and 109th Avenue had discovered human remains. A severed foot was pulled from the pond, with a tattoo matching Najah's. Indeed, the tattoo was her name. No other remains were found. DNA testing confirmed that it was Najah's foot, but no further remains were found, regardless of a thorough search of the pond and surrounding areas. No further tips or clues have come to light. Now the questions still remain. Was Najah abducted in the parking lot, or did she go willingly? Did she know her assailant? Why were her remains disposed of near major interstates? Today, like I said, I'm bringing you two cases, and you will soon find out why. Nearly 3 years before the disappearance of Najah on October the 26th, 2016, at 11:45 p.m., Mona Jackson received a Snapchat message from her roommate, Angie. It read, "Doing a private dance at this address just in case I go missing, LOL." There was also a picture of Angie smiling in what appeared to be a bathroom. Angie was a professional dancer who occasionally performed at private parties. Usually the money was good and she enjoyed her work. The call was, however, a little different. The text implied that it was a girlfriend wanting to surprise her boyfriend. It gave an address and time, but no name. When Angie did not come home by the next day, her friend Mona phoned her mother, Christina Kramer, and she and her husband immediately filed a missing persons report. The police studied CCTV footage near the address of the private party. Angie's blue Pontiac G6 could be seen leaving the apartment complex at 3:29 a.m., followed by a black car. Neither of the drivers are actually visible in the footage, but the license plate of the black car led police to Raven Miller, and Raven turned out to be the woman who booked Angie to perform for her boyfriend, Baron McCullough. Strangely enough, Angie had previously dated Baron McCullough, and she knew both Baron and Raven. Allegedly, there was no love lost between Angie and the couple, and family and friends believe that is why Raven did not add her name, because had Angie known, she would not have gone. Police questioned Baron and Raven. They admitted that Angie was there, but told police that Angie left with someone else. With no particular evidence against either of them, according to law enforcement, they were let go, and soon after they moved to Phoenix, Arizona. Angie's car was found 12 days after her disappearance. It was found just over 8 miles from the apartment block. The car was damaged with cracks in the windscreen and marks on the paint. Months passed, and regardless of a $5,000 reward for information, there was none. Then someone withdraws $8,000 from Angie's grandmother, Sharon Barlow's account, and 4 people are arrested for the theft and questioned, also with regards to Angie's case. But unfortunately, no links could be found. 4 weeks later, though, police received a tip from someone who alleges that they know where Angie's body was buried. Arriving at the home, they found a new homeowner who had just moved in, and he explains that the home had been vacant for a long time. Police also discover that the house had previously been rented by relatives of Baron McCullough. I could not find anything posted this year on the case except for posts on a Facebook page called Justice for Angie. The girl who called or lured Angie to the party also has an Instagram page, and in my opinion, Raven Miller is either guilty of something or has guilty knowledge. In my opinion, although there are similarities in the two cases, I think some conspiracy theorists are making too much of the similarities. I think Angie's case is based on sex and jealousy, whereas Naya's case could just as well be a stranger abduction. Naya was a little early for work. Maybe she stopped to have a cigarette or drink coffee or watch a TikTok video. Who knows? Whereas in Angie's case, the fact that her body was also found in the backyard of a home Baron's family once lived in actually says a lot, and it is hard to understand why police does not seem to do more to get the truth out of Raven and the other people at this particular private party. Raven is now a budding musician, a rapper. Sorry, I don't know. I find it hard sometimes to classify her type of music, so call it what you want. Anyway, she calls herself Bonnie Drip, and I see on Facebook that some people feel that she is actually taunting the police and family of Angie Barlow in some of her lyrics. And with lyrics like smoking on this Barlow, I can really not argue that. So why police is not calling her in for further questioning, I really don't know. It does not make any sense. Maybe the police chief or the mayor or somebody important was also at that party. Maybe it is a cover up. I don't know. But family, friends, Indiana, the United States, the entire world needs justice for Naya and Angie. To a large extent, that is exactly why I'm continuing with this series. While Richard Allen and others are sitting in jail on less evidence, or at least the same amount of circumstantial evidence, these people, these perpetrators, are laughing, singing, or have families and children, jobs and friends. It is just not right, and it isn't fair. The other thing which really gets to me is the fact that Naya had two boys, was in a committed, long standing relationship, and was someone who wanted to pay it forward to the extent that she also fostered children in need. And yes, the murder of Abby and Libby, two young girls, is horrific. It is terrible. It is sad. But my friends, the lives of Naya and Angie is not worth less. Naya's family still celebrate her life on her birthday each year, and Angie's mother miss her headstrong girl. I watched a fairly recent interview, and the pain in that woman's face and voice broke my heart. Our hearts break for the lives and families of Libby and Abby, but also equally for the lives and families of Naya and Angie. Please, I'm begging you, please do not forget Naya, Angie, Crystal, Linda, Jessica, Jennifer, Larissa, Brittany, Melissa, China, and Blake. Spare a moment for them. Please, will you? Pressure your police department not to forget about them either. I thank you. Okay, guys and girls, that's it from me for today. We will meet up as soon as possible and obviously on the next case. So until then, please take good care of yourselves. Bye.